Hey y'all, it's Christy from Teadoddles, and today is normally Motivational Monday, so I'm going to motivate y'all by showing you the clothes I finished this past month, and what I did get cut out but not made, and things I didn't finish. So, first let's say welcome new subscribers, welcome back subscribers. I'm happy to have you here with me and my maker shenanigans. I do like to do the sewing things, the yarning things, and the DIY things, so you'll see a little bit of all of that here on this channel. If you like to make things, you might like it here. Alright, and I didn't get to do a video last week at all, and there is a reason for that, and I will get into that at the end of the video, okay? Got some changes coming. But first, let's take a look at these tops I made. The very first one I have on is the Maris top from Style Arc. And you'll notice it had the contrast band down here too. I chose not to do that. I chose to use the regular fabric. I didn't want that line right across my hips to make them look wider. This is a rayon lycra terry, which means it has the little terry cloth on the back side, but it's very lightweight. Rayon is a very cool fabric for summer if you're looking for that. And then this is more sheer. You can see through it up here. But this is a rayon linen lightweight knit. So I really like the way this goes together. It's comfy and cool. For me, the sheer part doesn't bother me. It's not really showing anything other than I have a bra on, which is fine. Some people might prefer to wear a tank top or something under it. This was a fairly quick and easy sew. Everything went together really well. I did sew it on the serger, and then I did the 2 lines of stitching on the sleeve and the hem. The only thing that was a bit challenging were these points, which I did a good job on. I was excited about that. This was the last one I finished only because of that. I didn't use the double needle, which I have been learning to use. For one thing, I think of all the double needles I have, I don't have an actual ballpoint double needle. I need to get one. And for a second thing, going around this corner here, I didn't know how that would work. And with the double needle, what happens is it crisscrosses on the bottom, so it kind of gives you a little more stretch, which is why it's good to use for knits. That doesn't happen if you just do 2 rows of stitching. It doesn't stretch as much, but I felt okay doing that on this one because the hem is not real tight and these sleeves aren't real tight, so I felt like, I'm not my mannequin anymore, I felt like that would be okay. So one day I'm going to find a spot to do this where you maybe can see all of me. I feel like my camera is tilting down some. I can't tilt it down all the way because you'll see my drafting table, right? So, but this is the first finished top, and I've already worn this out. I really love it. I did put my stamp in the back for my label. I ironed them this time. We'll see how it goes. But I will pause this and try on the next top and see y'all in a minute. Okay, this is the second top. This one is a sleeveless number. This is the gathered front top by So Easy. This is a free sewing pattern. Now I will say it does have several sizes, even for a free sewing pattern. That's pretty neat, because a lot of times free sewing patterns for clothing come in one size. But that one I had to grade it up. I wish I had to grade it up just a little bit bigger across my tum-tum. Because you can see my pooch. I'm trying to suck it in, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with a pooch. But yeah, this is a snugger fit, and it has this ruching on one side. So the way this is, it has seams here, and in the back it has seams as well. So, but it still went together really easy, and I just turned under the edge on this, and I did use the double stitch needle on this one for all the edges on this one. I haven't worn this out yet, only because I don't know, maybe I want a body shaper under it or something. I don't think there's anything wrong with that if you want to have it a little smoother. But I do like it. I don't think it'll be one I make again. It's not my favorite shape on me. I do like the print. It's fun. This is a polyester lycra jersey print, so it's a little thicker, but I do like it for this because it's stretchier. It's soft. I would wear this with a some kind of cover or jacket thing if I wore it to the office. I did try it on with my new white pants to have, but I couldn't, I don't know. I gotta figure out something to do that because I don't like the way it looks. It's just not flattering to me, you know. If I'm gonna make my clothing, I want it to be flattering to me. That's the whole purpose of making my own clothing. If I had made this just a little bit, graded this up just a little bit more in this area, it would have been okay. Because up here I'm fine, but down here it should have gotten a little bigger. And I do want to do a video about that because that's a little bit different than some of the grading videos I've done before. I used the lines that were already there that had been graded where they graded previously to up my size, and I used that as a guide. So that's a different way to go about it. But this is whereas the top I had on previously, I loved this one. I'm not crazy about it, but I'll wind up wearing it out eventually. All right, let's see what I got next. Okay, this next thing I have on this is intended to be a sleep shirt for me, but I have my exercise bra up under it. But I wanted y'all to see how it looked. This is the one I did the video for adding the stretch lace trim. Now on the arms, it got a little snug on me, and I wish I had of not, because that formula I used is 85% of the length that you need. I wish I'd went with 90% more, and it wouldn't have been quite as snug, but I think it'll be okay. And I just did a little surged hem. I don't know if I can see that. Yeah, this is a very oh, I should say this is a version of the Julia tank by Seamwork. The version I have printed here has a different top, but they have the tank top version as well. In my pattern sets, and this is a completely 100% rayon ribbed knit, and it is super soft. And I have a bunch of it actually because it was super cheap. It was at like $1.99 a yard. So I plan on making some more things, but this was kind of my test make for this tank top because I need some more tank tops. It's super comfy. And now the pants I have on, actually, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see these very well. I should have brought my stool in here, but you can see them. These are leggings. I'll put my leg up there. This is the Laura knit leggings by Style Arc. You can make them in 3 different lengths. It's just a basic. It has 2 pieces, and then you fold it over and put elastic in it, and that's fairly simple. Now this is a polyester lycra double knit, which makes it a little thicker for leggings, which I prefer. And the pattern size I had cut out, I need to go down a size because I had to take off 2 inches everywhere. So basically I just need to go down a pant size, and they'll fit perfectly. And I also had to take 4 inches off the length because I made the full length one. I was like, that seems like really tall leggings to me. Which my legs are normally, well, I'm for my height, my legs seem shorter, I suppose, but I don't usually have a problem with pants being that much too long. So, this is what it looks like up top. It's just a folded over band with a piece of elastic in there. Really simple. Just a basic legging, really. And I feel like I could probably use this pattern to make I have some work pants that are in a heavier weight knit, a rayon knit actually that I found. And I love them, except they would need pockets because I like them to pull them. They're like wearing leggings to work when I need to. All right, so this is 2 items I finished, and I've got another exercise tank, which I really love it too, and 2 dresses. Well, one is technically going to be a nightgown, but all right, I'll be right back. Okay, this is what I'm considering an exercise tank. You can see the back there, that nice pleat, and it's longer in the back than it is in the front. And this is from So Easy as well, the Racerback tank t-shirt pattern. I don't know if this one was free. It may have been, I can't remember for sure, but I think I could use one of the sizes that was in the pattern already. And I actually used as I had used the panel that goes in the back, I decided to use some of my leftover print from the other shirt I showed you previously, and I used it to band the sides and the neckline. I really like it. The only thing is, for some reason on this side, it's not really doing it as much on this side, but on this side it got really wonkily. But I'm thinking it's probably because this was a heavier weight knit. This is so lightweight. This tie-dye thing is a rayon lycra tie-dye. So, like I said, I picked a bunch of cool fabrics for what I needed, and yeah, so this will be great for walking or exercising and those kind of things. But I really like this one too. I like the shape of it. I tend to prefer more flowy down here, just more comfortable. I like it to be flowy, but not so like super huge. That's just more comfortable to me and cooler in the summertime especially. So, all right, let's move on to the next item. Okay, this is originally I wanted it to be a cover up. I'm not gonna go too far down. You can see my very pale legs. Well, the rest of me is pretty pale too, but anyway, this is the trapeze knit tank dress. This is no longer available. It was a free sewing pattern, but the person that made this is no longer online. You can't find it anymore. But this is so comfy, and originally I wanted to make a kind of beach cover up, but the fabric I wanted to use, I couldn't use the direction I wanted to cut it in. I didn't like the print the way it was going, so I picked this, and this is a fairly lightweight. You can see through this a little bit, but you really can't tell here because it's black. But this is a tissue knit. I'm not sure of the content. I ordered this from Girl Charlie a long time ago, and I don't remember what it's made out of, but it is very comfy. And I also did the stretch lace here, and these sleeves fit much better because I didn't take out quite as much on that one. I did 90% instead of 85%. And then the hem is I just did a zigzag hem stitch on this one. I'm not gonna pull it up so you can see that. But this is so comfy, and this will be a nice little nightgown for me. I felt okay wearing it because it does look sort of like a dress, but it's a little short for me for a dress that I would just wear as a dress. But super comfy, and I love it. So there you go. It's ooh. But all right, so the last one I have is also a dress, but it is a full-blown dress. So okay, this is my last finished make. This is the striped maxi sundress by Blank Slate Patterns. This is a free pattern, but the bodice only comes in one size. The base, or the dress portion, you make based on your measurements. So I did have to adjust the top portion, but that's okay. And I was debating, I think the last time I talked about this, about putting the elastic. It does have elastic under here, and because I didn't like it, I'm gonna take this off in a minute. This is a tie from a dress I have that I purchased, and when I put it on, I was like, oh, I could just do that, and then probably work better if I just turn around and not try to look. I'm just trying to make sure I'm still in camera. But this is super comfy, and this is what is this? This is a rayon spandex, also very comfy. I think I got like it was a pre-cut 3 yards, and I paid a whole $12 for it, so that's awesome. She says you can make it out of a like those jersey sheets, those jersey sheets. But I like this. I'm gonna take this off. I haven't decided if I'm gonna make a special tie just for it, or if I'm gonna make one that I could wear with multiple things. So this one, I like the color with it actually, so I'm gonna take that off so you can kind of see why I like it better. It gives it more definition to have that there. But because this bodice, this line, it's so close to the bottom of my bust that I was afraid what would happen as I move around, which is already happening, is that this line, if I had elastic right here, would be doing this. And I didn't want that. I knew that would be uncomfortable for me. So I said, well, if I tried the tone. I said, if I put the tone, I can put it where I want to. You can't really see that line, even if the tie doesn't stay on it, so it works good. And I also switched the direction of this print. I kept it this way for the bottom, and I turned it the other way for the top. Something fun you can do with prints like that just gives it a little, I don't know, it just makes it look a little different when you do that. So, and this top bodice is fully lined, so you make two pieces and you sew them together, and then you just do the skirt. So this is a really easy sew. Also did on the serger. I didn't have to finish any edges because the bodice is made that way, and I just did the double knit hem on this, and this does come all the way to my ankles, so it is a maxi dress, and I really love it. So that is the last of my finished makes. So I'm gonna switch y'all around and show y'all and put back on some other clothes, and then I'll show y'all some things that I started I gotta redo, and some things I've already got cut out. Okay, so you're going from vertical to horizontal, so maybe that's not too big of a switch. Maybe things work out when I don't have something sideways or upside down. We'll see. I can't edit it right now. All right, so let's talk about some things that I got cut out but I haven't finished, and I'm hoping to finish soon. And I'll talk about what's happening this month, well, for the summer, and just shortly. All right, so this shirt right here was something I was super excited to make. This is the Victoria tee from Mood Fabrics. This is a free pattern, and it does have multiple sizes. So at Mood Fabrics, they have a lot of free patterns that are fairly interesting, actually. Just be aware that the instructions are not really clear. There's a few photographs and some description in the blog post for the pattern, but other than that, it's not super clear. But this shirt, this is the pattern, the fabric I was using for the front, and then I was using this, which is the same fabric that I used on the top of that first shirt I showed today. But is it? No, it's not. Never mind. I'm telling stories. This is a different fabric. This is a rayon wool slub sheer. Okay, not the same fabric I used in the other one. It's just a similar color, but it's very sheer, like this seam. However, the way that you can see how wide this is, and this does not lay down correctly. The original pattern calls for like rayon challis or something like that. Use knit fabrics, and the way the collar is on this, it's actually a wide piece that comes across here. It just does not work well with knit fabrics. I could not get it to lay right no matter what I did, and that's because it's not intended for stretch fabrics. And sometimes that happens when I use a stretch versus a woven fabric for a pattern. If I was thinking about it, what should have happened with a knit is you have to make it slightly less than the collar to make it fit better. With wovens, you do that, but you don't really, well, with wovens, you don't really, you usually use wovens on different kinds of collars. It just works differently. But, so I'm going to redo this. I'm going to actually keep the back portion, and use this as the front portion. This is a rayon abstract print. Is this 100% rayon? Yes, this is 100% rayon. So this will work much better, and the collar part should work better, hopefully. So, plus I don't have any more of this fabric. When I washed it, it shrank really bad. This is an art gallery fabric, knit fabric, so, and it bled. It was very white in the background, so I did not like that. But I will reutilize this portion for some underwear and a bralette that I want to make. So it will get reused, but that one did not turn out so well. I did talk about that once before. Something I have cut out for a little bit that I haven't finished yet is this Maggie shirt by Style Arc. I have this really fun bird print and this is a solid blue for the contrast at the top. It's 100% polyester, but I really like it, and I got these really red pants that I want to wear it with. So that is already been cut out and ready to go. One that was on my list for this month that I didn't get to was this Elizabeth top, also by Style Arc. Ooh, I did bring some water in there. Hold on just a second. Okay, my voice getting my throat's getting really dry. Anywho, I had picked out a different fabric for this, and then I swapped it to this fabric, which was the fabric I was gonna use to make that cover-up nightgown thing I made. And the reason I didn't use it because it has this stripe pattern in it, and I would have had to use it this way to use that fabric, and I didn't want the stripes going this way on that. So now I'm going to use it to make this top. And also, I forgot to mention on that trapeze dress, I had to put a seam down the back. It's 2 big wide pieces, but because I only had a yard of fabric, which was a wider fabric, I had to place it in a way that I could get both pieces out. And so I just put a seam up the back, and that's all I did on that. That was pretty easy to do because it was just 2 pieces. Next I have this Colette Sorbetto pattern, which I think this is through Seamwork still, and I think this is a free pattern. But I've got this really cool looking, I don't know if it's gonna pick up on here. It kind of has an undertone colors. It changes colors a bit when you're moving it around. It's not really showing up good here. But this is a 100% cotton flannel twill lightweight. It's very lightweight and comfy, and I think it'll be perfect for this. You can make it with sleeves, and I was going to make it with sleeves, but I did not have enough fabric for the sleeves. So it will be sleeveless, and I can wear it with a cover up to work and things like that. Now this one, this is one that did not get cut out that I changed my mind on. I was going to use this fabric here, which I really love this fabric. This is 100% cotton of voile. I was going to make this top out of it, but I've made several tank tops, and I was like, I really don't need another tank top. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do something else with that fabric. I just don't know what yet. So this one here is the Aster by DG Patterns. I'm gonna make this version here. And I had this lovely fabric right here. This is also a rayon, 100% rayon floral challis, and I loved it. I just didn't have enough with the sleeves because the sleeves are very flowy, so they're bigger than I expected. So I could not fit a sleeve out of it. So I picked out this to make my sleeves, and I have cut it all out. This is technically a stretch lace. It doesn't really stretch much this way, but it does this way. So I have it hanging down like this, and I think it's gonna be really cool. It is 100% polyester, but it's lace, and it's lighter weight. So I'm hoping it will work really well for the sleeves with this. I think it's gonna be really cute. And I have saved the little edges of my fabric, and I intend to sew it on the edges of that to finish my hem for my sleeve. So we'll see how that goes. That'll be something I'll definitely do a video of, and we'll see how that works. That's my plan for that one. So I'm excited about that one. Now those are all the ones that I did actually get cut out, but I did not get to sew. I like having them cut out because when I get ready to sew, I can just go sew. And then I don't have to tape patterns together or tape cut fabric out. So I'm not going to go through all the ones I didn't get done, but there were several pairs of pants I didn't do, a pair of pajama pants, a little shrug, and what is this right here? They're stacked up under here. I think that was it. So I got done with, I had a bin and a box, and I got through all of those, at least cut out. I think I did pretty good. Because my goal for May, I've been doing the stash down through my Facebook group, and my goal for May was like, I'm going to focus on one thing instead of one of my hobbies, and see what all I can get done with that instead of focusing on a couple of things from all these different hobbies. And I feel like that really worked out better for me, because I could still do other things if I wanted to, you know, like when I got tired of looking at the sewing, I could go do, you know, other little things. But this kept me focused and learning, and it was exciting. I enjoyed that. But now, and I'm going to announce this in my Facebook group because I've got to pick a winner for May. I have to take the summer off from the Facebook group, from my stash down, because I don't know how much I'm going to actually be able to get done this summer. I have to do some extra learning for work this summer, and it's going to take a good bit of my time. So I'm going to have to back off on some of the stuff, the creative videos and stuff. I do hope to still get videos done. That is a goal of mine, and still get some more bags in the shop. I have ideas for bags that I wanted to work on. So that's what I'll be working on the next couple of months, and you'll see it coming out a little bit at a time. Sewing tutorials for here, and I'll drop in occasionally to do a video like this about what I'm doing, and then working on the bags for the shop. But as far as doing the blog posts and everything that goes along with the stash down, I'm just gonna have to take a break from that. I had to decide what I felt like I could do, and I'm still not completely sure about what all I could do, because I'm not sure about what all I have to do for the school thing. I'm still working that out. So that'll be the next 2 months. That'll be June and July. So I just wanted to kind of let y'all know that I had been trying to get up to doing 3 videos a week. That was a goal of mine. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I'm going to try to do Motivational Monday still and do the little shorts. And then I'm going to try to get a tutorial out once a week. And then it'll probably be once a month where I actually, like I was doing Maker Friday, where I talk to you about what I've been making, because I won't have as much time to make. I don't feel like I'm going to have as much time. I could be wrong about that. But that is what's been going on and what I've been trying to work through, and it's eating into my time. So I had to sit and think about what I actually wanted to do and what I thought I could do. And it could change depending on what happens. Like I said, I don't know exactly what all I got to do. That's always fun, isn't it? When you get told you got to do something, but it's like, okay, I'm ready to do it, but now I got to figure out what I got to do, and I'm waiting on somebody else. That's always fun. But I want to do this video and touch base with y'all and just let y'all know that I'm still here. I'm still going to be doing as much as I can. But if you are in my Facebook group, y'all can still post in there and stuff, and I'll still try to check in sometimes, but I'm just not going to do the stash down for the next 2 months. I should be able to start it back up in August. If something changes with all that, I will let y'all know as soon as I can. And I guess because I hadn't talked, so I talk all the time, but anyway, it's not like I just talk for videos. But alright, so I'm gonna let y'all go now, and y'all remember to have a life lived creatively, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.